Like, so here's how the cold thing happened. We were flying together, and it was just me and him, my wife, and his tour manager on the plane. And he was like, "Man, we should do some touring together." And I was like, "Yeah, we should." And then so that happened. And then the Jake thing, we played the Merle Haggard. We did this tribute to Merle Haggard at the Bridgestone last year. And Jake was like, "Man, we should do some touring together." I'm like, "Yeah, we should." So that's how that happened. I mean, it never happens that way either. Like, people talk about stuff all the time, it never comes to fruition, but for whatever reason, this time it did. And it's the cool thing is we've been friends, for quite some time, and so it makes good sense.
Well, and that's an interesting thing too. So like, you'll be out on the road with these guys that you consider friends, spending more time than usual, probably more time than partly with your family in those weeks. Is it like when you get a roommate who is also a friend and you learn that you hate them? No, like, does it ever make you nervous to go on tour with like Jake because you're afraid it's going to taint the friendship somehow? No, not really. I mean, that's a very valid question. It's a good question, by the way. Not really for me. And here's the thing. Like, someone asked me a couple weeks ago, we finally celebrated the #1 party for Fix a Drink. And when we were talking about it, somebody was like, "So what's it like hanging out there on the road and stuff?" And I just tell them the honest truth, like, and these guys can attest to that. I'm not really hangy-outy. I don't really hang out with anybody at all, ever. Right.
And you'd mentioned the family and stuff and being away from them. I actually don't tour unless I can tour with my family. And so I take them everywhere I go with me, and I fly a lot.
All the kids too? How many? You have 4 kids?
I have 4 kids. Now, the 2 older ones are doing their own thing, and they're in school, and like they're self-sufficient, okay? They're old enough to they're doing that. I love it.
The kids can handle themselves, so you just take the little ones and your wife.
Right. But we tour together, and it's just the way that it's just what not only makes me happy, but it's just how we do things, And so it's important to keep your family together is what I'm getting at.